3 days later, beneath a sheet of rusted metal hidden behind a relay cabinet near the tower's foundation, I found the hatch exactly where the transmission had indicated. It was old, far older than the tower itself, concealed beneath decades of paint and corrosion, as if someone had wanted history buried beneath newer history. There was no mention of it in company records, no reference in construction documents, and no indication that anyone had opened it in years. Yet the lock hung broken from the inside. I descended a narrow shaft into a chamber that should not have existed beneath the concrete base. The room contained obsolete radio equipment arranged in precise rows, covered in dust except for a single operating console. Its indicators glowed faintly, powered by an unknown source. Every machine appeared decades out of date, yet they emitted the same frequency, carrying the mysterious broadcasts. As I examined the equipment, I began noticing unsettling details. Scratched into the metal walls were maintenance notes written in my handwriting. Not similar handwriting. Mine. Entire pages of observations, calculations, and warnings covered the surfaces. Some described events I remembered experiencing. Others documented incidents that had not happened yet. The deeper I searched, the more evidence I found that someone identical to me had spent years inside this chamber. Near the console sat dozens of magnetic tapes labeled with dates stretching far into the future. Many had already been transmitted. Some were marked with dates years ahead. Fighting panic, I loaded one of the tapes scheduled to broadcast 4 days later. The recording contained technical reports, weather data, and descriptions of my daily activities exactly as before. But near the end, the information changed. The transmission detailed my discovery of the underground room and my growing obsession with the tapes. It described my sleepless nights, my attempts to contact headquarters, and my realization that every outgoing call from the tower had been disconnected long before I arrived. The final section referenced a disturbing discovery hidden inside the chamber's rear wall. According to the recording, I would uncover it the following night. I turned off the machine and searched the room immediately, determined to get ahead of whatever future version of me had created these broadcasts. After hours of examining every surface, I found a loose metal panel concealed behind a row of dead transmitters. Behind it was a narrow cavity containing a stack of photographs. Every photograph showed me standing beside the tower across different years and seasons, growing older in each image. On the back of the last photograph was a date nearly 30 years in the future, and beneath it, written in my own handwriting, was a message explaining why the broadcasts existed. The page had been torn away. Like, subscribe, and share for part 3.